The great challenges of our time are on a global scale. Living in a changing environment, providing safe water and food security to a growing global population, improving health and well-being, keeping us secure in a changing world, and lifting our productivity to deliver economic growth. Scientific discovery and advanced manufacturing, underpinned by research infrastructure, are critical to addressing these challenges. The microscope is one of the fundamental gateways to discovery. The Australian Microscopy and Microanalysis Research Facility makes sophisticated instruments and expertise available to industry and academia through our open access, user-focused model. This enables all researchers access to the tools they need for scientific discovery and innovation, in addition to our core offering of research services and training in microscopy. Our science communication activities engage our stakeholders and the wider community.
Our collaborative research infrastructure brings together leading microscopy centres around Australia, supported by strategic federal and state government investment. Our best practice model, developed over 12 years, is recognised around the world for its successful approach to facility operation, management and governance.
The collaborative structure has created a suite of flagship instruments, each with their own dedicated support staff. These platforms attract researchers from around the world, enabling research that would not otherwise be possible.
An example of the world's leading quality of our flagships is demonstrated by the iron microprobe capability at the University of Western Australia. This facility is one of a small number of laboratories around the world helping to maintain global nuclear safeguards by analysing samples for the International Atomic Energy Agency. 3,000 researchers and over 100 Australian and international companies use our laboratories every year. This research generates highly ranked, peer-reviewed publications, patents and new products, and successful spin-off companies. The economic benefits are considerable through improved productivity, new manufacturing and better healthcare. Modelling has shown that investment in the AMMRF will lead to an increase in major economic indicators. Our online tools are phenomenally successful across the globe, with over 100,000 visits in the last year. Our touring public exhibition, Incredible Inner Space, has attracted well over 250,000 visitors. Our facility cooperates with other collaborative research infrastructures, such as the Australian National Fabrication Facility, the National Imaging Facility and Ozscope. The Vaxxis nanopatch is one of many successful outcomes of these collaborations. This revolutionary, needle-free vaccine delivery system was developed by Professor Mark Kendall's team at the University of Queensland. Vaccine is dry-coated onto thousands of tiny projections and can be stored at ambient temperature. This greatly increases the success rate of vaccination programs in developing countries. Vaxxis is an award-winning spin-off company formed to commercialise this research. The pharmaceutical company Merck has recently licensed the Vaxxis nanopatch for use with their own vaccines. Another example of the successful research we enable comes from the AMMRF at the Australian National University. The Australian company Dysol is an emerging leader in dye-sensitised and mesoscopic solar cells. Their technology allows solar panels to be integrated directly into building materials. Microscopy in the AMMRF has assisted Dysol to refine their next-generation solid-state technology to a level where international companies are engaging with them to manufacture new, green building products to serve a growing, multi-billion-dollar worldwide market. At the University of South Australia, Professor Hans Grieser and his colleagues have isolated new antibacterial molecules from Australian native plants. These molecules will be used to coat medical implants, protecting patients from debilitating infections. Through a partnership with Mathis Orthopaedics, the Australian subsidiary of Swiss company Mathis Limited Betlark, coated materials are now in preclinical trials. The AMMRF TOF-SIMS flagship instrument has been crucial to developing these effective antibacterial coatings.
We run the leading human elastin research lab in the world, and that elastic tissue material that we make is used to repair and modify human wounds and various forms of tissue damage in people. Extraordinarily, that ability to be able to repair such wounds has been assisted a lot by the AMMRF, and it allows us to be able to generate images and data that have really given us a package of information that collectively has allowed us to commercialise our technologies. Those technologies are appearing in a company that has already conducted human clinical trials. This company, Elastogen, which is based in Australia but with a global outreach, is truly drawing back on the true skills and benefits and high qualities that AMMRF is able to give us.
The AMMRF has helped with using their specialised equipment and the knowledge and skills of their staff, understand the fundamental metallurgical principles involved with these steels, particularly the microalloying elements which exist at very, very fine scales, the order of a few nanometres, and with the specialised equipment they have, we can view that happening in the laboratory under controlled conditions which aren't really possible in a steel plant. This allows us to understand how we should control the process and how we can strengthen the steel in the most efficient and cost-competitive way.
The AMMRF is firmly focused on the future. There is growing demand for new materials and technology for greener energy, construction and transport, future computing, and for new insights into health and disease. We're planning for our next generation instruments that'll bring new tools and growing expertise to help address these great challenges.
We recognise that research and development benefits from world-class infrastructure that's connected internationally. We've established strategic connections in Europe and North America, and we're actively forging alliances with research infrastructure and organisations around the world.
For example, we collaborate with Eurobioimaging, a pan-European infrastructure project whose mission is to build distributed, open access bioimaging infrastructure across Europe. AMMRF experience is helping to shape the services that Eurobioimaging will offer, while experts from Europe have trained AMMRF staff in new techniques. The AMMRF enables excellent research that is really making an impact. With our experience and expertise, we are perfectly poised to tackle the technological and scientific challenges of the future.